The following is a presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties.
Football season is here, fellas. Smells good, feels good. It's Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. Welcome to the only show about Spartan Dawgs, hosted by Spartan Dawgs. This is Sparta MSU. I'm your host, Jason Strayhorn, along with my co-host, the boss, Otis Wiley, and Jehuu Caulcrick. If this is your first time, we welcome you to the show. If this is not your first time, we thank you. Please hit that like and subscribe button. The chat is already buzzing. We got a jam-packed show today. We're going to go over some hot topics that's going on, and we have a special guest because, guys, camp is broken, and now it's game week, and we have Central Michigan coming right up on us. Let us know where you're watching from. Get in that live chat. That's where the party's at, and it's brewing right now. It's cranking over there. Guys, how you feeling?
Well, you already know. Boy, look, this morning, I did my morning workout, came home, and I drove through campus, starting at Hubbard on Shaw, and drove all the way through campus, just praying, just like, Lord, please let it be. Just let it be what it needs to be for football season, man. But it was beautiful in the morning. You hear the band. You hear that. Like, that whole vibe, it's getting there. People going to class early, scratching their eyes, sleep out their eyes. It's a beautiful week. First week of classes. Everybody know the nostalgia of, hey, when you got to the first week of school, and, football-wise, when we were able to get ready for the football game, you already know that feeling. So everybody, every dog probably knows that, goes through it, but it's a great time to be alive here this week. I'm excited.
Man, Chew, you remember them days, man, the drums in the background, the band practicing, the smell of football is upon you.
The smell of football, fall setting in East Lansing. That's one of the biggest things, especially, you've been in that, because like we had it worse than these guys had, Montorie and all these guys. They had it like we had
it worse.
No. Now hear me out. Like camp, we had that. Camp was tough, and that you didn't see any girls. You started to get campfires in the cafeteria. The cafeteria lady started looking, oh, you know what? She might not be. You see an ankle showing from her pants. Like, you're like, oh, I saw an ankle today. And now camp, break camp.
We can't look at ankles no more, Chew. We can't do it no more.
Break camp. Students are coming back. Welcome week. That Meyer week that, you go shopping at Meyer. You're like,
hey man, Target was so packed. My man goes, and I go there every Saturday morning for my workout. He's like, hey man, you might not want to go in that line. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I walked right back out. He's like, I told you.
Yeah, but that feeling now. Camp's back, students are back on campus. It's game week.
Absolutely.
Fire up chips are coming to town.
I know. So the chips are coming to town, and Coach Tuck, he's not naming a starter for the quarterback position, guys. Everybody's worried about the quarterback battle and who's going to go out there. You're seeing quarterbacks get named starter around the country, but not in East Lansing. What do you guys think about this?
Keep them guessing, right? We talked about it. It's like, hey, suspense is real, but that makes you have to prepare for two quarterbacks. So that makes you the defense that you're going against. They have to, like, if they don't prepare for two quarterbacks, like, hey, you don't know who's going to be it. But we know, but from a standpoint of make them guess, make them do the extra work to prepare for the two quarterbacks. But I hope that we have both of them play, just because we need to get just reps. Like, that means whoever's a starter is about to ball out. We got to put up a bunch of touchdowns so then the other one can come in and get some real life reps. against another opponent. So keep them guessing, Coach. I feel you. Do what you got to do, man. Suspense is good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, football is physical and it's mental. You know, then now this Coach Tuck keeping a tight lip about the quarterback battle. That's the mental aspect of the game. You know, it's taking that extra time for these Central Michigan coaches to, you know, put in the extra work. They have to game plan for both quarterbacks. You know, what does Noah Kim bring to the table? He can stand in the pocket, he can throw the football, but he's also loose. He's elusive. He can get out there and make plays with his legs as well. You know, Hauser, he's more of your traditional quarterback, strong arm, gunslinger type there. So you have to think, you have to game plan for both. So if you have that extra period in your practice about, hey, you know, this quarterback's in, this is what stuff that he does, you're tiring your team, your scout team, your extra time in the meeting rooms, all those things, the mental side of things come to fruition on that. So it's a mental aspect of the game there, and I'm all for it.
Without question. And, you know, what us sitting here talking about what we think, let's listen to what Mel Tucker actually said in his press conference.
And I was wondering if you settled the starting quarterback competition and who you expect to be out there on Friday.
Yeah, so we'll see, you know, who runs out there first on Friday night, and then we'll go from there.
Realizing you aren't going to tell us who the starting quarterback is, can you, without naming names, can you tell us if there's any separation, or do you still need to see more this week before you make that
What type of separation are you talking about?
Between one quarterback and the others.
We'll just have to find out on Friday. Yeah, I really try to avoid the comparisons because I don't think it's really fair. You know, those guys are unique, and they're both really good players, and we like them both. And so, you know, I just don't think it's good to make comparisons, you know, especially right now.
I like that. I do like that.
I'm not telling you. I am not.
So the thing that you know, that goes like, I thinking, you know, as a running back, Javon and I would have fun with it. We would line up on the line and both run out there and try to, you know, get people. And if I'm just quarterbacks, I'm doing that, having fun with it, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a game, you know. So
like you like basically when offense is up,
yeah,
one is like close to like the coach or Jay Johnson, and the other one's out still on the sideline. You just swap.
No, both of them start there, and they both start running. When the starter keeps running, when he gets to the numbers, and the guy that's the backup stops at the numbers and come back.
You know what? I would almost love if they showed like just lined up that first formation, one at wideout, one at QB, like both in the huddle, like straight up, like we about to go 2 QB system. Okay, it's kind of like your shirt too.
I don't like this. Listen,
we
gotta talk about the fashion choice here.
You
know, I mean that is what is that salmon flamingo? What is that?
Hey man, you know, it's game week. It's game week. You gotta come correct.
It's like, you ain't see our smile before we went to the clip, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm about to drop it, dog." I got to.
It's kind of like your shirt.
Hey, look, I love it because like the swagoo is always drippy. Like that man's always dripping, but I'm just trying to like that's your QB battle right there.
Right.
That's the QB battle.
Unbelievable. I love it.
Guys, hey, listen, look, tough news coming out of Ocean City, New Jersey this past weekend when IMG was facing St. Joe's Catholic out of Philadelphia. David Stone, the saga, is now over. He commits to Boomer Sooner, University of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Listen.
I know this is your favorite segment.
Is it really tough news? Like, come on, man. Like, we talked about this. That hat that he had in our brand and placement, like, man, hey, look, you just dated us for how long? And then you go like, oh, all right, I'm good. Like, that's how you feel. It's like, we already knew the writing was on the wall. So it is what it is. Good luck, you know, because, I mean, you made a great decision going to where you want to go, but you know, it's just how you go about it. Like, just if you know, just why? Like the suspense of it. Just, I'm thinking about bills and expenses on this man. You know, like you think about it. you ain't getting no reimbursements. You know what I'm saying? So,
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I think I think at the beginning we, had really good chance to get David Stone, but I think once we lost BT and Coach Vickerson, I think that really, switched things. And, he's a 17, 18-year-old kid. You say, why the long wait? Because nowadays it's all about marketing. It's all about, how you can brand yourself. So the longer you hold, the more marketing you're going to get, the more, opportunities and everything. So, hey, he made his decision. He made it at a critical point in the game. I hate halftime, decisions, because I think it takes away from the team, the play on the field there. You're supposed to be in the locker room with your team, strategizing. When I was coaching homecoming week, you're not going out there for homecoming. You're going in the locker room with people. No king and queen and homecoming court on the field at halftime. Your ass is in the locker room with the rest of the team. So that's, I don't like the halftime stuff there, but hey, he made his choice to go into the SEC by the time he gets there. Good luck to the young man.
Yeah, best of luck. Just some behind the scenes, stuff that was going on there because he obviously plays with my son, and there was some mixed signals coming out of that locker room before the game as to where he was going to go. Like, and we know before the game he had tweeted out, everyone's going to be shocked. Well, we weren't shocked about Oklahoma. Like if he was going to choose the other two schools, us being one of them, I thought that would have been a surprise. But he did go back into the locker room, to your point, Chew, with the Oklahoma hat on, and one of his teammates, Jay Jackson, who is also a D lineman that's going to Oklahoma, which kind of signaled to a lot of people like, hey, this is something that they're doing together. Was super happy. He said, you could have seen the look on your face when I walked in with the Oklahoma hat. We'll see. Look, there's still a lot.
Stray, this is the thing that you always get me on this, but I will be remiss to say, because I watched that IMG game. That tackle, number 75 from IMG, that kid is a mauler. That kid finishes. He takes his defender off the screen or to the ground every single time. I love it, love it, love it. So
who's that?
Just want to give a shout out to the Strayhorn boy there.
Man,
hey,
I appreciate it.
Future Spartan.
Right. What's his nickname? They don't call him Special K. What do you got? What they call him on the
I'm calling him a mauler. A mauler right now. He's a mauler. When he put those balls on you, it's over.
It's like the SeatGeek, right?
Heavy hands.
Honestly, I feel like we dodged a bullet with Stone because you come up north, like, I feel like he may be that guy will get homesick. And so staying close to home, you made that decision. I wish nothing but the best, obviously, for him in his career. He is a solid guy. Like, he is a playmaker, change agent. So, yes, salty that he didn't pick the green and white, but, you ain't got to lead us all the way to the well and knowing the water's dry. That's all it is. That's it.
Right. Appreciate that, Mr. Bone, man. Everyone who said that about Caden. Look, Stone made his decision. We'll see where he signs, and hopefully he doesn't get in the portal. If he does, we're always here for you in the future if that happens. So, guys, moving on to a committed Spartan, Nick Marsh.
Yeah, somebody's here. Yeah.
Nick Marsh. Did you see the game he had? 95-yard kickoff return for a tutty. Let's look at this.
Man, that brings back memories, baby. That high school, that Friday night lights was that March, so Thursday. Got marshed.
I like that, Donald.
I feel like
5-star.
Strong runner, bro. Strong runner.
Who was the team that they played again?
That would be the two-time defending state champ, Belleville.
Yeah, Belleville. All right, that coach. The two things. All right, you said this. Defending state champ there, right there. So it gives me my answer. Two things came to mind when he kicked that ball like that. Arrogance or ego. You don't kick the ball to that man. Why would you kick the ball to that man?
Yeah.
Bro, did you see how big the hole was with the wedge? Like,
and
clearly nobody was running in their right lanes.
That's the
that
knock on
thing was
Bill.
wide open, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, clearly the best athlete on the field, in my opinion. The way he looked out there, you see how big and strong and fast he looked running down the field, man. That looked like a grown man out there as a high schooler. And they didn't want to get in the way of him. Look at this picture right here. Shout out to Steve Smith. Yeah. This is Sparta MSU's own Steve Smith.
Hey, Steve, we need you to smile, man. Look at
what's that pose, man?
What's up, man?
Looks like
you need that John L. Smith rule, Steve. John L. Smith would say, I don't know if he told you guys this, Otis, when it was picture day, he said, when you're getting your picture taken, you smile. Because if you get in trouble and your picture's in the paper, it's going to be your media guide shot. If you're smiling, the public would say, there's no way that guy did that. Look at that smile.
Verbatim, too. Like,
wow.
Game week.
Luckily, nobody had the camera phone to, recording him say that.
Right.
Nowadays, they would. Oh, my goodness. Hats off to Mama Tron on that one. Congratulations. Nick Marsh being named player of the game in that particular game. Shout out who?
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But look, guys. But Bryce Young, quarterback Bryce Young, another target of Michigan State, the number one prospect in the 2025 class, ended up edging out. Underwood. That's right.
I was like, we got another Bryce Young.
Bryce Underwood. I'm reading. I'm seeing Bryce Underwood.
You had me excited. I was like, Bryce Young back, bro?
Bryce Young is back. Maybe a bigger version of him. But yeah, he threw a last-second touchdown. It was tied up 28-all with under a minute to go, and Bryce ended up edging him out 35-28. But definitely a great performance by Nick Marsh, man. So happy to see that for him.
So what you're saying is they need to put him on defensive side because he ain't playing both sides right now, right? Nick.
Put Nick on both sides of the ball?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he played quarterback and running back. He did a little wildcat return. He kind of played everywhere.
He put the team on his back offensively, yeah.
Yeah, scored a 2-point conversion. I mean, that's why he was player of the game over the number one prospect in the country in the class below him. But look, guys, so we got a question here from Tom.
Tom got all the questions. Yeah, what's that question?
He says, I feel like people are sleeping on Jalen Barbarin. Am I wrong? Ain't nobody sleeping on him. The Big Ten may be sleeping. We ain't sleeping on him. You're talking about the speedster out of California that is not fast. He's, what would you call it, Chew? He's super fast, okay?
Super fast.
Yeah, you're talking sub 10-2, 10-3, 10-2, 100 meters.
He's not fast. He's pew.
Right. I mean,
I did have a joke, but it would probably get me canceled, so I can't.
Yeah.
We gotta, this is a family show.
It's game week.
It is game week. But no, we're not sleeping on Jalen. Like that's a guy that everybody's excited about. Seeing him in space against anybody in the Big Ten, anybody in the country, that's a super fast individual right there. And you can't teach speed. Speed does kill.
Yeah, look to him in the return game as well. Get the ball in his hands, like you said, and get the ball in his hands, get him space, and let that speed do the rest.
Thank you for the question, Tom. Anybody else want to do that? We'll obviously jump in there and tell you whatever question you have. He paid the little fee to get there, so here we go. But look, Coach Tuck also in his press conference, he talked about CMU and talked about it being a dogfight. So let's listen to some cuts here.
Well, we showed the players, I think maybe the last time that Central came here, and really tight game. We showed them the highlights and we showed them the commentary that the Big Ten Network had after the game. Just make sure that everyone understands the challenge at hand. I think it's good to be able to play in-state schools. It's important to us. It's important to them. It's good for our state. And it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a challenge. There's no doubt about it. Always has been.
I like that. I mean, yeah, we don't take these opponents lightly. I don't care who you face. Everybody can get beat on any given day. So, of course, as a player, you're like, we need to dominate, for that first start of the whistle to the end. But expect that so the players don't come out lax. Because, I feel like last season we kind of had a little bit of that. I mean, we did have that. It was kind of laxed. There was no urgency. Let's dominate from start so that we can get some younger guys in there to have experience. But, yeah, I like that. Central Michigan, they're Division I too. I mean, it's MAC, but they suit up just like we do. They tie your shoes just like us. So the mentality is to come out and attack first. Don't let the dog bite you first. We gotta bite first. So I think there's gonna be an opportunity to showcase, especially with the new guys we got on the team on both sides of the ball. We'll let the dogs out. We'll let the lions out the cage. That's what Coach D said. We'll let the lions out the cage
on Friday night.
On Friday night, baby. So,
yeah, we're gonna take a deeper dive into this on the Thursday show, the preview for the game show there. But it's Otis said it best. Those guys are on scholarship as well. Those guys are going to be coming into Spartan State and playing with the chip on their shoulders because they felt they were overlooked by Michigan State. A lot of these guys played in high school in the area here. So, they're going to come ready to play. We've lost to this team, in our time 3 times. I believe we've lost to Central. So Central, they know, and they're going to be saying that, Coach Jim McElwain, he coached here at Michigan State. He's going to be talking about that. He coached here when we played Central, so it's gonna be a dog fight, as Coach Tucker would say. But I really, Spartans win, obviously, but we'll talk more. I don't want to get ahead of myself here for Thursday.
Man, yeah, it's cautious, but we're keeping the lion in the cage here on This is Spartan MSU too, guys. So this goes for all dogs, old and young. Keep the line in the cage until Friday night. But we'll have something for you more on Thursday show, breaking down the game in detail. Guys, today was the Grim Reaper day in the NFL. The 53-man roster cuts have been made, and we want to talk about the dogs who have made it, and there's obviously a few that have not. So I know, Jehuu, this is brings up a little bit of post-traumatic stress, as it does for all of us.
At the end of the day, every time that you play this game, you play, some of these guys started playing when they were in, 4th grade, when they were in younger than that, some of that. And you get to the point where, your goal is you want to play in the NFL. And at the end of the day, there's 32 teams. And when it's all said and done on September 7th, when the NFL season starts, there's going to be 1,696 players that's made it to that top level there, out of everyone that's there. So if you've got to this point there, kudos to you. But that dream's not over. I was cut 3 times, and I still played 5 years in the league. You can still go for that dream. You're going to get guys that jump on the practice squad, and work their way. These are Spartan dogs. They're going to earn their keep there. A lot of guys that, nothing, they don't expect anything handed to them. So congratulations to the 3 guys that made the 53 so far, and still congratulations to the guys that were in camp and some guys and that are going to continue to go. And unfortunately, it's the end of the road for some of these guys, not just Spartans, but anybody, playing the game of football.
Right. To bring it to detail, none of the undrafted free agents did make the 53-man rosters, so they're looking to form up those practice squads right now. But obviously, Amir Speed did make the Patriots roster. He was a draft pick, as well as Bryce Behringer. Those guys both made it. And obviously, Jaden Reed, who's a second-rounder to the Green Bay Packers, made the cut. There's no surprise there, right, Otis?
Right. No surprise at all. But I don't know what else you can do for Ben Van Sumer and what the numbers he put up.
He's got to make. 17 tackles.
He's going to make somebody's practice squad and ultimately get the call up and active roster. middle of the season.
He might not even clear waivers.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. Right.
He's just Philly's just loaded.
Yeah, for sure. But like to choose point, I'm on the other side of the spectrum in my experience. Like, it didn't last for long. It felt like it was like 3 seconds where like you quickly are met with, hey, hang those cleats up. So from a standpoint, and then I was more so injury, right? I had an injury that apparently was chronic, that would not get better, regardless of what it was. And so, to that point, I'm here today because, that dream stopped and I had to pivot. I had to get to work. I had to build a career. So it doesn't end because the experience you have as a Spartan is always through and through. So what I would say is guys are going to still get chances to play. Whatever league it is, XFL or overseas, but to the point of do not hesitate to reach out to the network of Spartan Nation. That's all I would say. Regardless, if you make it, sign, you still need to keep in contact and reach out to the network because it doesn't end. It doesn't end here. So, guys that did make it, but also there's still opportunities for them to open up doors. And Spartan Dawgs don't stand down for long.
They never do. Like Kirk Richardson, the new player development director of Michigan State football, talked about last week. This is the time, when guys aren't going to, realize their dream to the NFL, like we all need to stand together and help them. And we're building that community. We're all here for you guys. So, come on back. We'll help you guys find another landing spot. But guys, we got to get to our special guest, Montorie Foster, who joins the show right after this message from our friends over at IHOP and at SeatGeek.
Introducing new buttermilk biscuits in sweet and savory flavors, so everyone can have their perfect biscuit. Or add one on the side. Get a breakfast biscuit sandwich with a side for just $7 for a limited time.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception? First down? Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Well, the word on the street is football players are both, smart and physical. Do you want your receivers fast? You want them to be able to jump? You want them smart? Well, how about all three? We're going to welcome a 2-time academic All-Big Ten selection, Montorie Foster, who joins the show. Welcome to This is Spartan MSU.
Sir, what's good? What's good?
What's up? Dogs in the house.
Yes, sir.
How you living? How you feeling, my brother? How you feeling? Talk to us.
I'm feeling great. Body feeling great. I'm healthy. I'm just excited for the season, for sure.
Yeah, what are you most excited for the season?
Just to run out that tunnel and see all them fans for real. Like, I grew up, in like Cleveland, Ohio. We didn't have too many fans like at my high school games and like middle school games and stuff. But now seeing that big crowd and running out there and putting on the show for those fans, like I can't wait to do that for sure.
The OH10.
So talk. Yeah, OH10, right? Yeah. Man, so talk about, let's go back to last season and into off season, right? Like me, Chew, Stray, I won't speak for them, but we all were at most of the games collectively together, them being broadcast, me working. I mean, I'm just working, right? But as I'm working, I'm looking. There were many times I saw you open on the deep drag, across routes, and you don't got to say, I saw it. I'm talking for you, my brother. So leading into offseason, what were you focused on, to get better and prepare for obviously camp, but also this season?
I really was working on my route running, getting in and out my breaks, faster and quicker and stuff like that, and learning the playbook really inside and out, trying to play any position, to be available at, the outside or inside position. So that's pretty much what I've been working on this offseason, and, I just can't wait to show it.
Yeah. So Montorie, once again, thanks for joining us. This year's running back, see, going back to the day, this year's wide receivers, they're going to be, it's going to be pretty much wide receiver by committee. There isn't really that one guy that's been out there, in the past that Spartans fans can be like, hey, this is our number one. It's a deep wide receiver room. What's the chip on the shoulder like in that room, and the excitement to get out there and show the skill sets that room possesses?
Oh, it's definitely different now. We all got a chip on our shoulders. I ain't gonna lie, we all see, all the comments on Twitter, what everybody's saying, like a lot of outside noise and stuff like that. But, like us, like, we call ourselves Ice Gang. We a gang, and we want to, prove a lot of people wrong this year and show what we can do.
Man, Montorie, you're 3-year letter winner, and this season, this is your senior season. You come into the season expecting, the guys who are young enough to still be there. Then you have a star in Keon Coleman defect. He moves on, right? He leaves. And recently, I seen a tweet from him talking about you, where he said that you guys ain't seen about Montorie. He really still is cheering for you. What did you do when you saw that? Like, what did you in the receiver group collectively see when those catches, let's say, left and went down to Florida, and now you guys are met with the opportunity with a new quarterback and more opportunity to get stats yourself and make plays?
Yeah, Keon, that's my guy. When he tweeted about me and stuff, it's all love still. We always, keep contact. He's still in our group chats and stuff, so we always keep contact with him. But like with him leaving, we know it's a lot of opportunity, a lot of balls that can be caught this year. And, we're going to take full advantage of that. And we definitely going to spread the rock around this year. And it should be like a sight to see for sure this year.
Yeah, we always talk when we have receivers on, we talk about the relationship or I would say the advantages of having a former Dawg who's played at school and played at each level at a high level. And then now you're coach and Coach Hawkins. Talk about your relationship with him and how he's developed you, and he's obviously has high expectations for himself, but higher for you all as well. But talk about the relationship that you have built with him to help you this year, and also the entire wide receiver room.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Coach Hawk, he's always there for us. He always has an open door, like for us and stuff like that, where we can talk to him about anything and stuff like that. But he coaches us for perfection, like every day he coaches us hard. And that's what you want. Like sometimes it come off a little like too tough. But I know it's all love at the end of the day. He's trying to make us the best. He wants our room to be one of the best in the country, if not the best in the country. So, it's all love for sure.
Talk about, your relationship with Coach Tucker. He's a Cleveland guy. You're a Cleveland guy. Like, did you guys bond with that connection, you and the family?
Yeah. He always joking around with me like, yeah, you from Cleveland? I'm like, yeah, Coach. Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, from the inner city. Yeah, for sure. It's just like when I told him where I'm from, he was like, oh, I'm a little scared to go over there. I'm like, yeah, Coach. It's just like that. We got a good relationship, though. He's like him too. Like his door is always open where we can talk to him and stuff about anything. So it's been a great relationship so far.
Man, talk about, look, we got a lot of new things, new bells and whistles for the program. And, us guys, if you look at the generation of dogs here on this show right now, you didn't have the privilege of really being in a woodshed locker room like we did, like the ultimate woodshed in Spartan Stadium. But now with the new locker room, we all had conversations with guys that came on and talk about, the culture, the team bonding, what was it was emphasized this year, but now having the locker room where it looks like y'all don't even have to leave the building now, because it's like, it is legitimately a nice lounge for y'all to hang out. But talk about the new facility, the unveil, the excitement around the football team with the new locker room.
Oh, it was real nice. Our last year, we didn't have a locker room, so that kind of hurt our culture a little bit. Guys were just felt like we were just coming in and leaving, not really building our like team chemistry in the locker room and stuff like that, because it does play a big part of just having that locker room and stuff. But like you see, all the all the locker room videos and stuff like that from people, like it's definitely super nice. It's top tier for sure. We got a huge ice tub, LEDs, lighting everywhere, nice locker where you got a lot of compartments and stuff like that. But it's definitely nice, and it definitely helping our team chemistry right now for sure.
So guys using it? Are you using it? Are you going to the locker room and just hanging out there like all day? Like what's it like?
Be hanging out around there and stuff like that, listening to music and stuff, just having fun with my teammates in there. So it's definitely fun for sure. Definitely.
Another thing, like, when we talk about the outlook for this season, aside from yourself, you've been able to watch camp, you got up close look at things. Like, who do you think on the team will have a breakout season on the offensive side? Then we'll talk defense after that.
Okay, I'm gonna bring out my guy, on my end with the wideouts. I say Alante Brown. He's real explosive. I mean, I can see this dude, taking some to the crib for sure. A lot of them to the crib, really. Just his explosion and stuff like that, making people miss and stuff. And, he's definitely an exciting player to watch for sure.
That's a new one.
And I was waiting on you to be like, me. Like, what you
I said, besides
about?
him. Besides him.
I would have said, but I was at me.
Oh, come on.
Dylan. Yeah,
I gotta shout out my guys, though.
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay, and on the defensive side of the ball, who's over there?
I say Big Sim, Simeon Barrow. He's been, a monster in there. Just wreaking havoc every practice. Like, I'm trying to get open. He already back there. I'm like, man, he a dog for sure. He's just ready. He's there mentally, and I can just see him having a really big year for sure.
So what is it about it? Is it his get off, his timing on the snap, or are we talking boom, like easy, like what is it about?
He got it all. He got the speed, the power, agility and stuff. Like he real like fragile, and he can definitely make plays, definitely for sure.
Look, he said straight called it. He's
smiling. Hey, man,
he's smiling. Yeah.
Like a proud daddy.
I told you.
Yeah, everybody's got a son on this show, a surrogate son. That's it. An adopted son, let's call it. But yeah, like so Sim.
Yes, sir.
No, yeah. What about the choose Nate Carter? How's he doing in the running back room?
Oh, he's great. He's a dog too. We got some dogs. I ain't gonna lie. We got some dogs, and I can't wait to see it all unfold on Friday. So, Nate Carter definitely, he can definitely take it the distance too. He's very explosive, very elusive, and I can't wait to see him in the backfield too this year for sure.
So, without giving trade secrets away,
oh boy,
what are we going to expect from the offense from last year to this year? And we talking X's and O's? Are we talking tempo? Are we talking just aggressiveness? What should Spartan Nation expect from the offensive side for this season?
It's definitely going to be a lot of tempo. We've been pushing that this year, trying to, pick up our urgency on offense and stuff like that, line up faster, getting plays in quicker and stuff like that. But I can definitely see a lot of big plays, a lot of explosive plays, a lot of, people taking it the distance, making big home run plays this year. And, it's going to be fun to watch for sure.
They just showed I think that's a 52-yarder you caught
on
the flea flicker.
Yeah, I get that one.
Yeah.
First one, man. I didn't know what to do in the end zone. I'm like, I was too excited. I ain't gonna lie. Sure, that was definitely a moment I'll never forget for sure, my first touchdown.
A two-part question here. One, what do you think about retiring those neon jerseys? And the second part is, we unveiled, the new uniforms. Which ones are your favorites?
Okay, so for me, I like the neon uniforms. For me, I didn't like
really?
the neon pants. When they wore the neon pants, that was throwing it off. But the neon with the green pants, I feel like it was smooth. I don't know why a lot of people don't like them though. But it's kind of
Yeah, True. Why don't you like it?
I liked it. I liked it.
I thought you said you didn't like it.
No. I like the neon.
Oh,
that was one of Coach D's babies. That neon set there, that development there. But I like the neon, especially like you said, with the green pants and just like a touch of the neon. I did not like the neon pants.
You can't do the neon pants. I don't know what that was, but
I think people don't like the big state across the chest.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like it's different though. It's different though. It's nice. But I say my favorite uniform. Everybody's. I think personal like my favorite uniform is the black uniform. That uniform is real cool. It's real nice. I love wearing black too. Especially playing football. Just it's like a real like tough color. All black. Bringing those out. Can't wait to put that on for sure.
Do the players have any input in which ones that they wear for the games, or is it just what's there?
I think we got like a design team to kind of put that together every week.
It's designated. It ain't like we used to be like,
I wish.
What's the combo for the Unity Council captains, right?
Right.
The Unity Council.
It's strategic. We going black on Washington. We going vintage on the hair. Like it's marketing brand strategy for sure.
Them stormtroopers are nice too. That all white everything, that ice, that ain't bad either, guys.
Yeah. That's probably for me for sure. That all white.
White,
for sure.
So what are you seeing on? Go ahead, Stray. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was just going to ask because there was a question that came in. Who's the fastest receiver on the team?
I say Alante. I give it to him. He fast, bro. He real fast. I ain't gonna
y'all done lined up. All of y'all done lined up and full out went.
He real fast. I ain't gonna lie. I say
he's faster than Barbarian.
Yeah, I think I ain't seen him line up before yet. I ain't seen it yet. But they probably neck and neck for sure. They ran track and stuff. See, I wasn't fortunate enough to run track, because I was playing basketball and stuff, AAU and stuff like that. So, I did want to run track, but I never got into track for sure.
Yeah, and I heard your pops told me about your hoop game, man. You was a dog out there too.
Oh yeah, I was giving out buckets for sure. I was.
What's your game on the court? You a shooter, or you can take it to the rack?
I'm like an all-around player. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like Russell Westbrook a little bit. I could do everything. I can shoot though.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I can shoot.
He in the slump. He in the slump right now. He in the slump. Yeah.
Yeah, I can shoot though, but yeah, like an all-around player. Like when I played point guard, I was getting 10 rebounds some games and stuff like that, 10 assists, like triple doubles and stuff like that. So, I try to, do everything on the court and, make a lot of plays for sure.
Man, so talk about Central. Like we got them coming in. It's just, in-state playing one of our universities, Central Michigan. What have you seen in their team, but also because I know you played special teams as well, because it's, this is a committee thing, right? You're not just playing on the offensive side. Everybody competes on special teams. But what have you seen from the Chippewas and coming in, on Friday?
I've watched film. I've seen like they have good players, they're D1 too, they're on scholarship and stuff like that. So, they gonna have players. There's NFL players that came from, places like Central Michigan, Akron or stuff like that, Mac schools and stuff. And they gonna come in here with a chip on their shoulder. That's what I see on film and stuff like that a lot. They coming in here with nothing to lose. And, I respect my opponent at all times, so I'm definitely prepared and ready for the game.
So they DB secondary. They like we out here about to dog them? Like, what's up? Like,
you can't say that. You can't. No, don't.
I respect.
No bulletin board.
I respect
one-handed in the snow right there.
Listen, I respect you for this one, boy, because I know it's cold out there.
Yeah,
I can't feel my feet.
Right.
I can't feel my feet.
This year we in the war, baby. We warm.
So with that, like we just had that highlight of that Penn State game where you couldn't even see that Penn State defender, because it was like all camouflaged in the snow there. The game's being moved to Ford Field, the day after Thanksgiving, highlighting the, Black Friday special on, primetime game. A lot of, there's people are split on this, all of us on this panel, the three of us, we're all in favor of the game being played in Ford Field. What are your thoughts as a current player that's going to be in the game? And, we all love playing in East Lansing, playing at Spartan Stadium, but what are your thoughts with the game being played at Ford Field?
I just want to thank the Lord for not having us in that snow. Every time we played them at the end of the season, last game, and it's always cold, snowing, just brutal out there. And, for a receiver, you need your hands to catch the ball. Catching the ball when it's like brick hard, like it's crazy, like it hurts sometimes, but you got to do your job. But definitely playing in Forest Field, just that environment, having the NFL, stadium and stuff like that, having a big crowd, hopefully with all of our Spartan fans coming out, I just can't wait to see that environment. It's gonna be a fun one.
Mm.
Montorie, Jehuu loves the cold games because he know that run game heavy.
That run game heavy.
running. Just set the ball in my belly. Don't be giving me no option for pictures. Yeah, we ain't doing that. I ain't risking that. We toting that rock.
Yeah, wish we would have played that Notre Dame game that you was in 06 in the Ford Field too, Chew.
I like it.
He always wanted look. It's like, bro, there's PTSD on that cold, man. Like you.
Oh man, so
you probably was a little lad back then, bro. You was probably little,
What year was it?
06.
Oh yeah, I was probably like what 5, 4, 5.
Oh my goodness.
How's that make you feel, Chew?
Jeez.
5.
Wow.
4 or 5 years old. You don't even know what we're talking about.
Running around the land.
Yeah, for real.
Since you're from Cleveland, let's settle the debate here with you. LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron. Of course. See,
he
ain't never nobody.
I'm gonna say LeBron.
Anything but that.
I'm gonna say LeBron. You see the scoring title and stuff. You see what he's doing now. I'm gonna say LeBron.
I say LeBron too.
What year were you born, Montorie? What year were you born, Montorie?
2001.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jordan was playing till 02, 03, maybe.
Yeah, he saw Jordan on the Wizards, baby.
Broke knees.
All good.
So we got Friday's the first game of the year. A lot of excitement. The Kellogg Center, the traditions, the Kellogg Center, going to Sparty statue, pitching the penny there, that walk to the stadium. Are you a music in the headphone guy? What's going to be playing as you're making that walk? Your final first walk, what's going to be playing?
Well, you got to say bus ride, then walk. Bus ride, then walk.
I'm going to say Intro by Meek Mill. That's my song. It get me in the zone for sure. So I just can't wait to, go on that walk and, be in the zone, be locked in again for the season and stuff. And, it's going to be fun for sure.
Meek Mill.
Yeah.
So you the walk. So we'll go step by step. So what's your routine? A lot of people got superstitious, right? But what's your routine? As soon as you walk in, you give dapping everybody. Is old guy still got the old football where you touch?
He do got the old football.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. You talking about just legend right there.
For sure.
Oh yeah, man. So we get in there, you get into the locker room, you start getting dressed up for the game. What's your routine walking out there? I I always joke, it took me a long time to understand I can go out there before everything starts on the script. I can go out there freely and enjoy the fresh air and run around. What is your routine?
Well, I say my routine, it kind of start, with our walk. We had that walk from the Spartan statue and stuff like that. So I kind of walk, and then I, kiss my mom, hug my mom, see my pops and stuff. He always turned up and stuff like that. They kind of keep me calm, in that moment for real. So just getting to see them, I definitely need to see them every time. And then, like you said, the guy with the football, I always touch the football before I go in and stuff like that. I get to walk into the stadium and stuff, and then I kind of, put my headphones in and then really just lock in on the game, really, and just get my mind right for the game, for sure.
You get out there and do those extra warm-ups that some of the receiver skill players do laps and all that?
I'm not really that type. I kind of sit in my chair, kind of get in my zone, think of the game plan, visualize myself in the game and stuff like that. I'm kind of that player, really. And then once I get out there, we get out there like returners and stuff, and we kind of catch punch and stuff, and then that's kind of where it all starts.
Yeah. Love it. There's some little salt to that there with Stray that only skilled players do. Go outside. Stray, you mad? You mad?
No, I'm not mad at all. I'm saying that's like a new. It wasn't even popular when I played. Like that was like a newer thing. Like towards the end of my career.
You see, I used to go out just to get the vibe, the feel, of what it was going to be like. I'll go to the student section, point out a thing or two. See you at Rick's later, baby girl.
Hey. Yeah, see, it was a lot of that. Yeah, the show off. Now it's like necessity almost. It's like normalized. You was a trendsetter too.
See you at Rick's.
Only two. Well, think about Rick's in the pregame warm-up.
Oh, I did not warm up. I remember Coach Enos would just say, y'all just because Javon would warm up a little bit. I did not warm up. And Coach, just be here for, when we get together to do the drills against the defense and stuff. He's like, because Coach D's going to get you, and I ain't going to be about that. So I was like, I'll be there.
It's funny.
We got a question from Kerry Keaton in here, a dog right here. He said, when did the team stop walking from Kellogg? I think that was 2 years ago?
No, we actually stopped walking from
last year.
Last year was the first year they did the bus.
Yeah, they changed it.
Yeah.
What was it about? It wasn't scientific, like the steps. They wanted to limit the steps.
That walk was a little long. I ain't gonna lie. For me,
that walk on that.
For me, I don't know why.
Go by the soccer fields. It's a great walk.
I had a foot problem too, so that kind of helped me because I used to wear my shoes. It get cold out there. My screws kind of be messing with my foot and stuff. So it kind of helped me for sure, change the distance on the walk.
But also, I think because now that there's a fence where people back then, they were able to tailgate. So when we would come from the Kellogg, that whole open field where the soccer facility and baseball, softball, it was tailgate. So people would come up and legitimately that sidewalk was packed.
Shrink.
And then it was legit walking from there where I think that's the element where I think kind of fizzled out with COVID. But I get it, man. You hop on a bus just to go around the corner. But it is what it is. Y'all still do the flip coin though, right?
Right. Yeah, we still do the flip coin for sure. Yeah.
Which is throwing a coin at the Sparty statue, right? Was it a penny or?
Yeah, pitch a penny.
Yeah, pitch.
Yeah. They didn't have that. Saban didn't do that. Saban he's the fastest walker I ever seen, man. I mean, in a suit and them little penny loafers he's got with no socks. I mean, he could fly. I mean, boys would pull their hammies trying to keep up with Coach Saban. It was terrible. Terrible.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Then they changed the warm-ups too, instead of being on the south end or on the north end on the warm-ups, so that limits the amount of steps that guys are putting in before the game. Otis?
That's true, yeah, because we used to be on the other side, the south end. Because I remember we used to walk. So, the offensive linemen would lock arms, and that was the cue. They would walk all the way from north end zone tunnel to the south. And then we did, the lock arms, kind of how State started. But that Phoenix, yeah.
It used to be great, man. If you're out there warming and you see the different groups coming out, the anticipation and excitement level was just building and building and building. And then when you saw the linemen come out, you knew it was go time then. You know,
man,
you get
it was a break. It was a break because, man, like just to make it out of the
because
drills.
of your warm-ups, your Coach D warm-ups, that was a break. For the rest of us, that was like excited.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Montorie, like, you know, this what is it that, you know, right now, like, just camp is broken, you're in game week. What is the buzz in the locker room right now? Everybody's, because it seems to be like there's a lot of excitement and guys are anxious to hit somebody else.
You know, the word that we kind of use now, we don't really use excited for real. We kind of use the word prepared. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we kind of more prepared, you know, for the moment, ready for the moment. And, you know, that's kind of what we're doing, you know, for this game for sure.
Not excited, prepared.
We're prepared. Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm looking forward to you getting loose, my brother, and letting it out, letting it all out, man. This is last year to go, and I know we got somebody that's ready to take that responsibility too, man. So, you know, I'm waiting for it. Hey, you see us on the sideline, man? Go ahead, dap us up.
Yeah, for sure.
And hey, look, we're looking at. Well, don't we have the photo? We got the photo of him jumping and mossing in practice.
Oh, yeah, get that one more time. See that?
Like
I mean, we've measured this. This is about 38 and a half inches.
Listen, first of all, did we catch this photo on the DV? Did he even jump? Like, I'm looking at that like, boy, you got to contest every time. Come on, man.
DB Coach Otis.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't never take the DB Coach.
And Otis's critique.
I'm impressed. I'm like, that is one bunnies. Yes, Donald. Yep, bunnies.
Absolutely.
But like, I'm looking forward to seeing that all the time, my brother. And I know you got it in your bag too, man. So we're looking forward to you seeing it and getting ready, man. So
yes, sir.
Got a lot of fans here, brother. A lot of fans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
anything you want to say to Spartan Nation?
Shoot, you know, I can't wait to see y'all in Spartan Stadium. You know, bring the jam pack, bring it jam pack. You know, bring the energy, and I just can't wait to put on a show for you guys.
Let's
do it.
We
can't wait for the show to be made, man. Like, thank you, man. Thank you for joining the show. Hey, everybody, this young man can't help but cheer for you, man. Happy for you, and can't wait to see you do good things. Got to be back on this show after you ball out here in a couple days.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, man. Go green, dog.
Yep, go white.
All right.
83, Montorie Foster. Hey, man, look, prepared, not excited, you. There's a difference now. They've evolved. See how the game keeps evolving? Don't you love it?
It's like, yeah, I love it. Obviously.
I just want to be excited.
I just want to be excited.
I just want to go to the student section and pick out people and say, Rick's 12:30? you got a sign. I believe you probably, they got it. You have your phone number on your wrist tape.
I hope that. I wish Rick's could do a billboard and put you on there right now. That'd be so awesome. You driving to Eastland and shoes on the highway, No, that was right. Well, it was good, obviously, for him, Montorie, to spend this Tuesday night with us, obviously. But you heard it, man. I feel like it's a quiet, confident tone of the squad. Like we've been working, right? It's no me. It's been about team. It's been about let's build this bond because we know this is season long. It's very long, and we're only as best as our weakest link. I mean, you heard the mantra and the themes that kind of starts from Coach Tucker all the way down to the lowest man on the totem pole. So it's one of those things that I'm looking forward to see now the product. I feel like it's been very quiet, and when you get to Spartan Stadium, it's like we gotta change some hearts and minds of Spartan Nation. Those that are kind of wavering right now, right? If you're wavering right now, we hope to win you back on the side and be strong and faithful. But if you wavering, yeah, go ahead and stay at home.
What did Coach G said? Coach G said you're either in or you're out.
You're out.
There's no in between.
Ain't no lukewarm here, baby. Come here, baby. Let's do it.
I appreciate that, Mr. Bone Man. Stray and Otis, I'll be listening to you two on 760. That's WJR. You guys better have game on. Yeah, we got the game. What, are you kidding me? Come on now. The game's going to be on. Definitely. You're going to listen to Choo Choo on the sideline, Choo. Yeah. You know, like, and if you, I saw Laura's comment about going back to read Choo's book. Everybody, look, you got to get Choo's book. Got to get back to reading it and whatever. But it's run from Civil War to the NFL. Go to our link in our bio and figure it out. Click it. Boom. You see the merch right there, but look right below that. Order Jehu's book runs from Civil War to the NFL right there. Chew?
Yeah, man, I appreciate the support. You know, a lot of good traction, especially from this show. A lot of people, you know, their support on LinkedIn, social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that. I mean, X, Facebook, all that stuff. Really appreciate the support by this is Sparta fam.
Got to do it, man. Get your book today. All proceeds.
They're asking when will it be on Audible? Are you gonna read?
Yeah, we gotta get that book on tape, baby.
You gotta do it. Or
it's gonna be your voice?
No, it won't be my voice.
Come on, man.
He's like, I wrote it. I ain't trying to read it.
Yes,
boy.
We did hear Coach Tuck's comments on it. Now we're going to cover all that NIL stuff and Central Michigan on our next show on Thursday. We're going to have some special guests on that show as well. Look, guys, it was a great show. You know, everybody's getting excited or prepared for the game that's coming up on Friday. You know, look, got a hurricane down south, so my plans got rerouted. So I'll be up there a little earlier, guys, so I can just be hanging out with the boss, Otis, and everybody in the family over there. Me and Chew going to be bugging him. Like, we need some tickets to the game. Can we get in, Coach? Everybody's looking for tickets.
Can
we work with? Can SeatGeek get us some tickets? Because the people need tickets.
Yeah, people need tickets. Well, you know where to hit us. Hit those DMs, man. Let's see if come on. We'll try to take care of you. But
okay, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do something so people can have a chance to win some tickets to this game. We just thought that up. I don't know. We'll figure that out in the next 24 hours. All right, Otis? No pressure.
Oh, goodness. That boy always applied pressure. Look.
It's for the people. They want it.
It's like Coach D. What Coach D say? Hey, you give an inch, they'll take a mile.
No.
Always playing.
Gotta love it, guys. Well, we'll put a bow on this show, man. For Otis Wiley Jehuu Caulcrick, I'm Jason Strayhorn. This is Sparta MSU. Have a good night. God bless. And go green.
Go white.
This is Sparta MSU is a combined presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. The show is produced by Tony LaBarbera, Tony Gustella, and Process Driven Consulting. Additional support is provided by Brendan Duravage. On-location technical support provided by Good Fruit Video. Be sure to follow our host Jason Strayhorn, Jehuu Caulcrick, and Otis Wiley on social media. To stay up to date with all the latest This is Sparta news, please like and subscribe by visiting our link tree and tell a friend to do the same. Thank you for your support, and as always, go green.